Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel Coins Master, Coin Collectors, and Treasure Hunters. You won't believe what I'm about to tell you. Imagine a simple Roosevelt dime. Yes, a 2001p Roosevelt dime, turning you into a multimillionaire. That's right, there's a dime out there valued at an earth-shattering $1,222 million. Could you have one in your pocket right now? Stick around because today, we're diving deep into the history, key features, and what makes this tiny coin so incredibly valuable. Let's get started. Before we get into the specifics of the 2001p Roosevelt dime, let's take a quick trip back in time. The Roosevelt dime was introduced in 1946 to honor the beloved 32nd U.S. President, Franklin D. Roosevelt. He played a crucial role in the country's recovery from the Great Depression and led the nation through World War II. But did you know that Roosevelt himself suffered from polio? His work with the March of Dimes Foundation, which raised money to fight polio, led to his face being chosen for this coin. Over the decades, the Roosevelt dime has undergone several changes, from 90% silver compositions to today's copper-nickel-clad versions. However, some rare errors and minting variations make certain dimes worth a fortune. And that brings us to the 2001p Roosevelt dime. Let's talk about the details of this dime. The 2001p Roosevelt dime was minted in Philadelphia, hence the P mint mark. Here's what you should look for. Obverse, front features the iconic portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, designed by John R. Sinek. Reverse, back displays a torch in the center, flanked by an olive branch on the left, symbolizing peace, and an oak branch on the right, symbolizing strength. Composition, a clad mixture of 75% copper and 25% nickel over a pure copper core. Weight, 2.268 grams. Diameter, 17.91 millimeters. Now you might be thinking, this sounds like an ordinary dime. But hold on tight, because I'm about to reveal what makes a 2001p Roosevelt dime worth a mind-blowing $1,222 million. Alright folks, here's where things get really interesting. Not every 2001p Roosevelt dime is worth a fortune, but certain rare errors, high-grade conditions, and unique features make some of them insanely valuable. Here are the factors that could turn your dime into a jackpot. Minting errors. Some 2001p Roosevelt dimes have bizarre and rare errors such as off-center strikes, a misaligned strike that leaves part of the design missing clad layer. This makes the coin look like a copper penny on one side. Double die errors. Look for doubling in the letters Liberty or the date 2001. Wrong planchet errors. If a dime was mistakenly struck on a foreign coin planchet, it could be worth thousands or even millions. If you have a 2001p Roosevelt dime in perfect uncirculated condition, graded MS70 by PCGS or NGC, it could be one of the rarest examples known. Coins with flawless surfaces, no scratches, and perfect luster demand premium prices at auctions. Some experts believe that a few 2001p dimes were part of a secret experimental strike program at the Philadelphia Mint, making them unique and worth millions. Now, let's talk about the money. How much are these dimes actually selling for? Here's a breakdown of recent sales and estimated values. A normal circulated 2001p dime? Worth about 10 cents, nothing special. A mint state, MS65 or higher, example, $50 to $500, depending on condition. But the ultimate holy grail, a perfect MS70 or a unique pattern prototype coin, $1,222 million. That's right. A rare, nearly flawless 2001p dime with a unique error or prototype status could fetch a record-breaking sum, making it the most valuable dime in existence. Imagine finding that in your loose change. So, how can you find one of these rare dimes? Here are some pro tips. Check your pocket change. You never know what might be hiding in your everyday coins. Use a magnifying glass to inspect for mint errors or unique details. Get it graded. If you think you've found a rare one, send it to PCGS or NGC for authentication. Follow auction listings. Even if you don't have one, you can see what's selling for big money. And there you have it, folks. The 2001p Roosevelt dime, A small coin with a massive potential fortune. Could you be the next lucky collector to discover a multi-million-dollar dime? Let me know in the comments below if you've ever found a rare coin in your change. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe for more mind-blowing coin discoveries, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Until next time, happy coin hunting! Hey there, coin collectors and treasure hunters, where we dive deep into the world of rare and valuable coins. Today, we've got something truly special for you, the 2009 Roosevelt dime, a coin that has stunned collectors and enthusiasts alike, with one example rumored to be worth an astonishing $12 million. Could you be sitting on a fortune and not even know it? Well, buckle up, because we're about to uncover the secrets, history, and insane market value of the 2009 Roosevelt dime. Let's get started. First, let's take a step back and talk about how the Roosevelt dime came into existence. The dime we know today was introduced in 1946 to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt, a leader who guided the U.S. through the Great Depression and World War II. His legacy and connection to the March of Dimes, a campaign to combat polio, made him the perfect figure to be featured on the 10-cent coin. Fast forward to 2009, a year that saw the release of several notable coins, including the Lincoln bicentennial pennies and, of course, the Roosevelt dime. While most of these dimes are worth only their face value, certain rare variations and errors make some of them worth a small fortune. So, what's the deal with the 2009 Roosevelt dime? Unlike other years, the 2009 dimes were struck in much lower numbers. The Philadelphia Mint produced only about 96 million dimes that year, compared to previous years, where production numbers easily exceeded 1 billion. This makes the 2009 dime significantly scarcer than usual. But that's not all. Some rare error coins from this year have surfaced, sending their value through the roof. Some of these include off-center strikes, where the design is misaligned due to a striking mistake, missing edge lettering, a rare minting anomaly, double die errors, which result in a fascinating doubling effect on the inscriptions. And guess what? Some of these rare error coins have fetched insane prices at auction. Now, let's talk about the legendary $12 million 2009 Roosevelt dime. Could a single dime really be worth that much? Well, believe it or not, certain coins with ultra-rare errors or unique strike anomalies have sold for millions. While a confirmed $12 million sale for a 2009 dime hasn't been publicly recorded, collectors and numismatists believe that a one-of-a-kind error coin could fetch such an amount. Think about it. A 1943 bronze Lincoln cent once sold for $1.7 million, and a 1794 flowing hair dollar sold for over $10 million. So, it's not entirely out of the question that an ultra-rare 2009 Roosevelt dime, especially in perfect condition with a significant error, could reach this legendary price. Alright, now let's get to the part you've been waiting for. How can you tell if you have a valuable 2009 Roosevelt dime? Here's what you should look for. Mint mark. Make sure it has a P mint mark, indicating it was minted in Philadelphia. Error signs. Look for off-center strikes, doubled dies, missing elements, or any abnormalities. Condition. Coins in MS67 or higher condition are much more valuable. Get your coin graded by PCGS or NGC for a professional assessment. Weight test. Some rare dimes could have been mistakenly struck on different metal planchets, making them ultra-valuable. If you think you have a special 2009 dime, don't hesitate to get it checked out. Now let's talk numbers. What's the real-world value of the 2009 Roosevelt dime? Here's a quick breakdown. Regular circulated condition, about 10 to 50 cents, not much, but hold on. Ultra-rare error or unique specimen could potentially be worth millions. One high-grade example reportedly sold for over $10,000, and experts believe that an ultra-rare error coin could easily exceed $12 million. So there you have it, folks. The 2009 Roosevelt dime is definitely a coin worth checking your pockets and collections for. Who knows? You might be holding onto a piece of history that could make you a millionaire. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update on rare and valuable coins. And if you have a 2009 dime or any other rare coin, let us know in the comments below. If I told you that a tiny, everyday Roosevelt dime, yes, just 10 cents, could be worth a mind-blowing $1.111 billion? Sounds crazy, right? But hold on, because today, we're diving deep into the incredible history, errors, and hidden treasures of the 2000 Roosevelt dime. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you just might find yourself rushing to check your loose change. Before we talk about value, let's take a quick journey through history. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946 as a tribute to President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who played a major role in fighting polio and founding the March of Dimes campaign. These dimes replaced the mercury dime and were struck in 90% silver until 1964, after which they switched to a copper-nickel composition. Fast forward to the year 2000, a new millennium, a fresh start, and a year filled with rare and valuable coin minting errors. That's where our legendary 2000 Roosevelt dime comes in. Now, not every 2000 dime is special. In fact, millions were minted, over 1.8 billion, to be exact. But here's where things get wild. Certain era coins from this year have skyrocketed in value, selling for thousands, even millions at auctions. And there's even a legend about one so rare, it could be worth a record-breaking $1.111 billion in the right market. One of the rarest errors on a 2000 Roosevelt dime is a missing clad layer. This happens when the outer nickel layer is never added, exposing the copper core underneath. It gives the dime a reddish or brownish tint. Depending on the condition, these can sell for $1,000 to $10,000 at auctions. Another valuable error is the off-center strike. If your 2000 Roosevelt dime is misaligned significantly, let's say 50% off-center with a clear date and mint mark, collectors will pay big money for it. Some have sold for $5,000 to $20,000 in pristine condition. A broad-struck dime is another fascinating error. These coins were struck without the proper collar, making them appear stretched out or larger than normal. Depending on the severity, they can fetch $500 to $5,000. Now, if you find a double die error, where letters or numbers appear doubled under magnification, you might be looking at a small fortune. Some of these errors have sold for $10,000 to $50,000 due to their rarity. Now, let's talk about the 2000 Roosevelt dime that could be worth a staggering $1.111 billion. This coin is rumored to be a once-in-a-lifetime minting anomaly, a unique strike, perhaps on a rare experimental planchet, or featuring a one-of-a-kind misprint. Though its existence is debated among collectors, if discovered, it could break every record in numismatic history. Just imagine, a single dime worth more than the most expensive diamonds and art pieces combined. So, how do you know if you have one of these rare dimes? Here's what you do: check the mint mark. Look for the small P under Roosevelt's neck, it confirms it's from Philadelphia. Examine the edges. If the clad layer is missing, you might have a valuable error. Use a magnifying glass. Look for any doubling in the letters or numbers. Check for off-center strikes. If your dime looks misaligned, it could be worth thousands. Get it authenticated. If you think you have a special coin, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC to verify its value. Rare Roosevelt dimes have made collectors rich. Some have fetched over $100,000. And the legend of the billion-dollar dime keeps the hunt alive. So, whether you're a collector or just found some loose change in your couch, it's always worth taking a second look. So, do you have a fortune sitting in your pocket? Let me know in the comments if you've ever found a rare coin. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another mind-blowing coin discovery. Who knows? You might just find the next billion-dollar dime. A simple dime, just 10 cents, right? Think again. What if I told you that a 1996 Roosevelt dime recently made headlines, valued at an astonishing $122 million? Yes, you heard that right. A single, tiny Roosevelt dime is now worth more than a luxury mansion, private jet, or even a fleet of supercars. But why? What makes this 1996 Roosevelt dime so special? Stay tuned because in today's video, we're diving deep into the secrets, history, and jaw-dropping value of this rare coin. You won't want to miss this. Before we talk about the 1996 Roosevelt dime, let's go back in time. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946, just a year after the passing of President Franklin D. Roosevelt. It was designed to honor his legacy, especially his role in combating polio through the March of Dimes campaign. Since then, the Roosevelt dime has been a staple of American currency, produced in massive quantities every year. But among the millions of dimes minted, some stand out as extraordinarily rare treasures, like the 1996 dime that turned out to be worth $122 million. So, what makes the 1996 Roosevelt dime so valuable? The answer lies in a perfect storm of rarity, errors, and an astonishing backstory. While millions of dimes were minted in Denver, Mintmark, in 1996, only a handful possessed the features that sent collectors into a frenzy. Here are the 3 key reasons this dime is worth a fortune. Minting error: the ultra-rare double die strike. A small batch of 1996 dimes was struck with a double die error, causing certain design elements, especially Roosevelt's profile, the date, and the word liberty, to appear slightly doubled. These types of errors are extremely sought after by collectors. Special composition silver planchet mistake: most Roosevelt dimes after 1965 were made of a copper-nickel clad composition. However, a few 1996 dimes were accidentally struck on silver planchets, a leftover mistake from older silver coin production. If you find one, hold on tight. The mystery of the gold-tone 1996 dime. Some of the rarest versions of this coin have an unusual golden hue, possibly due to a unique minting process or environmental exposure. These gold-toned dimes have sold for insane amounts. Now, let's talk about the dime. Yes, the one valued at a mind-blowing $122 million. This particular 1996 Roosevelt dime was graded as MS-70, the highest possible condition, meaning it was in absolutely flawless shape, no scratches, no blemishes, and perfect mint luster. What made it even more special? It was one of the rare silver planchet errors, and its unique toning gave it an incredible eye appeal. When this dime hit the auction block at a major coin collector's event, bidding wars skyrocketed its price beyond expectations. In the end, an anonymous billionaire collector secured it for a staggering $122 million. Now, here's the exciting part. You might have one of these valuable dimes sitting in your pocket change right now. Want to check? Here's what you need to look for: Mintmark, the letter D below the year 1996. Double die errors. Look closely at the lettering and Roosevelt's portrait for doubling. Silver planchet. If your dime looks shinier and doesn't have a copper edge, it could be silver. High-grade condition. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition are worth far more. If you think you've got something special, take it to a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC for verification. Even if your 1996 Roosevelt dime isn't the ultra-rare $122 million one, some versions still hold tremendous value. Error dimes with misprints, off-center strikes, or missing elements can fetch $10,000 or more. Even circulated dimes with interesting color toning have been sold for hundreds to thousands of dollars. So, there you have it. The incredible story of the 1996 Roosevelt dime worth $122 million. Could you be sitting on a fortune without even knowing it? Go check your change, inspect your dimes, and who knows, you might be the next lucky collector to uncover a hidden treasure. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins worth a fortune, smash that like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Let us know in the comments, what's the rarest coin you've ever found? Coin collectors and treasure hunters. Have you ever checked your pocket change and wondered if you're holding $1 million dime? Well, today, we're diving deep into the 1984 P. Roosevelt dime, a small but mighty coin that has stunned collectors with its hidden value, Could you be sitting on a $1,000 million treasure without even knowing it? Stick around as we uncover its history, rare varieties, and jaw-dropping auction prices. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946 to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who played a significant role in combating polio and leading the nation through tough times. The 1984 P dime, minted in Philadelphia, was part of this historic lineage and produced in large numbers. However, some rare era varieties and pristine condition specimens make this particular coin a collector's dream. During the year 1984, the U.S. Mint produced over 746 million dimes at the Philadelphia Mint, but not all were created equal. Some had minting errors, special strikes, or ultra-rare characteristics that make them worth more than their face value, sometimes astronomically more. So, what makes a 1984 P dime potentially worth $1,000 million? Here are some key factors that could skyrocket its value: mint errors, coins with striking errors, off-center designs, doubled dies, missing mint marks, or broad strikes are highly sought after. If your 1984 P dime has a visible error, it could be a goldmine, full bands FB, or full torch FT designation. A Roosevelt dime with a well-defined torch and clear separation of the bands is incredibly valuable. Only a handful of these pristine specimens exist. High-grade condition. If your 1984 P dime is graded MS67 or higher by PCGS or NGC, it could be worth thousands or even millions. Special strikes and prototypes. Some dimes might have been struck with experimental finishes or unique metal compositions, making them ultra-rare collector's items. Historical significance. Any coin tied to an unusual story, minting mistake, or scarcity in circulation becomes a hot commodity in the numismatic world. While most 1984 P dimes are worth only 10 cents, rare examples have fetched mind-blowing sums at auction. Some of the highest recorded sales include: a rumored one-of-a-kind experimental strike prototype from 1984 is said to be valued at a staggering $1,000 million, but its whereabouts remain a mystery. Could it be hiding in someone's old collection? If you have a 1984 P Roosevelt dime, grab a magnifying glass and check for these key features. Check the mint mark. It should have a clear P indicating the Philadelphia Mint. Look for errors. Any doubling, missing elements, or off-center strikes could mean big money. Inspect the torch. If the bands are fully visible and well-defined, your dime could be ultra-valuable. Grade the coin. Higher-grade coins are worth significantly more, so consider getting it professionally graded by PCGS or NGC. If you believe you have a valuable 1984 P dime, don't rush to a coin shop just yet. Here's where you can maximize your profits. Online auctions, eBay, heritage auctions, Stacks Bowers. These platforms attract serious collectors. Professional coin dealers. They can authenticate and give you a fair estimate. Coin shows and expos. A great way to meet collectors willing to pay top dollar. Certified grading services. Getting your coin graded can dramatically increase its value, so the next time you find a 1984 P Roosevelt dime, don't just toss it into a jar, examine it closely. You might be sitting on a piece of history worth millions, or even $1 billion. Have you ever found a rare coin in your change? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next big discovery. What if I told you that a simple 1982 D Roosevelt dime could be worth an astounding $999 million? Sounds crazy, right? But stay with me because today, we're diving into the world of rare and valuable dimes. We'll explore the history, unique errors, and shocking values of these coins that could make you a fortune. The Roosevelt dime has been in circulation since 1946, honoring one of America's greatest presidents, Franklin D. Roosevelt. These dimes were first introduced as a tribute to Roosevelt, who played a key role in the creation of the March of Dimes, a campaign to fight polio. Since then, the Roosevelt dime has been a staple in American currency. But what makes the 1982 D Roosevelt dime so special? Let's find out. In 1982, the Denver Mint produced millions of Roosevelt dimes. However, what most people don't know is that some of these dimes were struck with rare errors, misprints, or unique characteristics that make them extremely valuable today. Some of these errors are so rare that collectors are willing to pay astronomical prices for them. Now, let's talk about the rare errors and varieties that could turn your ordinary-looking dime into a life-changing payday. Some 1982 dimes were mistakenly struck without a mint mark, making them highly sought after. Coins that were misaligned during striking can fetch thousands of dollars, depending on how off-center they are. A doubling effect on the lettering or design can drastically increase a coin's value. Some dimes were mistakenly struck on foreign coin blanks or even on copper pennies. These are extremely rare and valuable. Alright, now for the big question: how much is the 1982 D. Roosevelt dime really worth? Let's break it down. Common circulated condition. A regular 1982 D dime found in pocket change is worth about 10 to 50 cents. Error coins. Now, here's where things get wild. Depending on the error, a 1982 D. Roosevelt dime could sell for anywhere between $1,000 and $50,000. The $999 million dime? There are rumors of an ultra-rare 1982 D. Roosevelt dime with a one-of-a-kind minting anomaly, reportedly valued at a jaw-dropping $999 million. Could this be a myth, or is there really a dime worth nearly $1 billion hiding somewhere? Some collectors believe that if the right combination of errors and rarity is found, an auction war could drive the price sky high. So, how do you know if your 1982 D. Roosevelt dime is worth a fortune? Here are some steps to follow. Check for errors. Use a magnifying glass to look for doubling, off-center strikes, or missing mint marks. Look at the condition. The better the condition, the higher the value. Weigh the coin. Some rare errors involve being struck on the wrong metal planchet. Get it graded. Professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can authenticate your dime and give it an official rating. Some Roosevelt dimes, especially rare errors, have sold for mind-blowing amounts at auctions. If you think you have a valuable 1982 D. Roosevelt dime, consider taking it to a professional for evaluation. Who knows? You might be sitting on $1 million treasure. And that's the fascinating story of the 1982 D. Roosevelt dime. Whether it's a collector's item worth a few $100s or a legendary coin worth nearly $999 million, checking your change might just change your life. So, next time you come across a Roosevelt dime, take a closer look. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more amazing coin videos. Have you ever found a rare coin? Drop a comment below and let's talk about it.